welcome to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with me by hitting that subscription button and the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads that I come up with. I would like to thank every single one of you that have been with me from the start and embarking now. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. The only way for us to keep growing is by having people to subscribe, people to like. It's extremely important to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way that YouTube can recognize and circulate the videos in order for us to grow. Or it's literally impossible for us to continue because it's just, quite hard. Many hours, many days, coming up with patterns, giving it out there for free, and the only thing we expect back, as in respect, is to give those thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it doesn't hurt anybody, and it's a click away. Thank you for the women that came through helping others in need of thread. God bless you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the ones that have been donating, either through PayPal or through the super thanks, super chat, donations and tip for myself. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and of course from the women itself. They are extremely happy, and a lot of them have no means and no ways to get some thread. So thank you so much, really. God bless you a million times more. I'd like to mention that I do have a private Facebook group. If you'd like to be a member, you just have to have a profile pic and request. I also have a crochet page that you can follow me through there. All of these things, the links will be in the description box below. If the video is too fast for you, up top there's 3 little buttons. You click there and slow down the video to the speed you'd like, and also to help you if you don't understand this stitch, click the CC. Everything that I will be calling out will be showing down here in letters. You can pause, take notes. Makes it easier for you. I have Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes people are stuck with certain patterns, either mine or somebody else's, and they try to reach out to ask me how it can be fixed and done. So the fastest way, obviously, is either through my group, through my page on Facebook, or Instagram, or TikTok. All these things have messages there. Sometimes if I don't reply to you right away, it's because we're in a different time zone. I'm in Europe, in the middle of Atlantic Ocean, in an island. So our time doesn't match together. Thank you. We're going to get started. Most of the time I use a 2.75 or a 3.5 or a 3 or 4 hook. And a pair of scissors, of course, and all my thread, for the most part, it's 100% cotton thread, number 4, which is similar to Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton thread. And sometimes I work a lot, especially when I'm doing rugs and things like that, with macrame thread, which is 80% cotton and 20% different fibers. Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much, everybody. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important and it's free. Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone. So I had a special request to recreate, because I already have this flower on my playlist. I think the only difference is with this one I did it a 2 chain, and on the playlist I think there's a 3 chain. So I'm going to create it. You must have for sure seen, people that follow me of course, seen this flower. I just launched the video yesterday for the spring garden doily that I created, that had different colors of the lilac and pink and can't remember the other colors, too many crochets, but anyway, it must give you an idea. So I'm just going to fast, so it's going to be a short video. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread, and because I'm working on a project that a lot of you that follow me know what I'm talking about, which project, which is the passion one, and I'm doing a different color with yellow and multicolored yellow and blue. I'm also going to be using the royal blue, but I'll be using these flowers instead of the other flowers that I have on the other pattern, okay, which should be here somewhere. Of course, I got a bunch of thread all over the place, right? Let me just see, where do I have that? Okay, so the first one that I did with this, it's called the Passion Doily, right? And this is called Hope because this is for fundraising for the women in need of thread. So this is going to go to the person that donates the most. Only fair. And so as you can see on this one, I also have the different colors of mixture. So I'm going to create again similar to this, but like the first one, the Passion one. And it has completely different flower, which I was trying to see if I have one here, but I don't. Anyway, just to give you an idea, so it's more of a 3D, the other flower. It's not like this, but it's higher. Okay, so it's also gorgeous. But I'm going to use this flatter one. It's a 3D, but it's a much flatter flower. So 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. Differences, mine is a little bit thinner, so my flowers, my patterns become a little bit smaller than Aunt Lydia number 3. I'm going to create it on yellow, and of course for this pattern I need 20, so I'm doing 10 each because I will be alternating like, you know, yellow, blue mixture, and then yellow, and then so on, so I can really bring out the pattern. So first thing you want to do, so I'm using 2.75 hook. You'll need a pair of scissors, of course, and pearl. And I'm going to do the magic circle, just turn it once, make sort of like an X on your finger, coming in and bringing that thread to the front, and put your thumb in position. I'm doing 1 chain and a single, going up 2 chains. So this is my double crochet. I don't want these to be in the way, it gets distracting. And then 2 chain more for space. I'm going to just pull on here so it's not too loose. Inside of here I'm going to do 8 double crochet with 2 chain space in between them. So 2 chain, double crochet, 2 chain, double crochet. We're going to have 8 double crochets, and then at the end 2 chain, and we're going to close it on the second chain that we did from single and 2 chain going up. I'll meet you at the end. I've done my 8. I'm going to pull into my magic circle. Just make sure you have your 8, because if you don't, it's an issue to get it into the patterns after. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now this little bit of string that we left behind, I like to leave it a little bit longer. I'm going to pass the string to the front. This is how I'm going to hook my pearl. And 2 chain, I'm coming on my second chain. 1, 2, slip stitch. I'm going to come inside my 2 chain with single, chain 2. We're going to do a total of 4 double crochet. So my single 2 chain, that equals my double crochet, and 3 more. So now I have 4 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain going up, turn around, come inside your second double crochet. We're going to do 4 double crochets, 1 per space again. This is very, very simple and fast to create. Don't forget your last one is extremely important, because a lot of times it's so like tucked in this way that you seem to miss it. And I've seen people do a lot of mistakes on patterns because of this last double crochet. Okay, so now we're backwards. We finished the 4 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain. I'm going to turn back to the right side, and I'm coming into the next space and creating again those 4 double crochets. This 2 chain loop that we have here, that's how we're going to fill our green leaves in. So again, I have 4 double crochet, chain 3. We're going to turn around, come in the second double crochet and complete your 4 double crochets, 1 per space. Now we're going to do chain 2 again. We're going to turn to the right side, come into the next space, create your 4 double crochets. How simple is this flower? And it's gorgeous. It's perfect for any pattern. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, turn around, complete your 4 double crochets. So I'm going to complete mine all the way around. You're supposed to have, so 2 chain here, you're supposed to have 8 of them, of course, since we have 8 spaces in the bottom, 8 2 chain space. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, so I've come to the end. I've done my 2 chain. I'm going to come in the first one exactly right at the edge and close it in with slip stitch. I'm going to cut my thread a little bit longer so I can tuck in and tie it in and make sure that it's safe. Now normally I like to come in through where the chain is, because usually we work on these chains so it hides pretty much the thread, and I just pulling a little bit, and I'm going to make a knot to make sure that nothing comes apart, and then pull this thread again through a few loops in the same chain. Like I said, it will be hidden because of the leaves or any other project that you're going to work on, and then cut your thread. Now I'm going to close well the magic circle. My string is up front, and if you realize there's 8 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 8mm beads, pearls. So you have to make sure sometimes that you have the right size to get your thread in. Because sometimes it could be an 8mm, but yet your hole is too small. And sometimes you need to put your hook through it. Oh, I got the wrong one in. How smart is that? I got the one from the thread of the so sometimes if the hole is a little bit too small, you need to go in with a smaller hook and just make your way through it so it loosens up and it's much easier to get your thread going in. Okay, so now you have to go in the same direction as your thread is here. So I'm going to come in through this one here, right on the double crochet, because you want to make sure that it stays hooked in there, and bring the string to the back of your flower. Okay, now if you don't want to do it this way, you could just cut a piece of thread yarn, whatever you're working with, and just go through your pearl on the same direction like we just have here, and just make a knot in the center. It's much easier for me this way, but some people might find it the other way easier, so whatever works for you is fine. So I'm just coming in through a few of these loops here and bringing this thread in, but I'm going to make a knot here on one of them or 2 of them, just to make sure that nothing ever comes apart loose, because you know how it is. You wash, sometimes you move. I mean, there's a lot of things that happens to patterns, right? So you don't want to have all that work for nothing. So I'm just going to pull through one more time here, and we're good to go, because I've already did a knot on it. So our pearl isn't. Now we're going to go in with the green, which is very simple. It's just chain stitch. So I've done my slip stitch knot. I'm going to come in where we have the 2 chain. I'm going to do a single, and I'm going to hide this little leftover thread here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, coming back in the same space with a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do 7 or you can do 8, depending upon the size of your project. Sometimes I do 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you will have 2 loops on each side of that 7 of 5 chain, and then the middle chain of 7. I'm going to do 1, trying to hide the leftover thread, and 2. Because I'm going to work inside of this thread, this is perfect to hide it there. Back into the next space with single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain, and again 1 single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again. So now I have my other set of leaves in. Chain 2 and proceed the same way. Next space, the 2 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back in, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I'm going to continue mine to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I've reached the end. I've done my 2 chains. I'm going to come in where I have that single, the first single that we started off. I'm going to slip stitch, cut my thread a little bit long, not too long, but long enough to tuck in. Slip stitch through it, and I'm coming in through the chains again, because I'm going to work on these chains to attach my pattern. Now, if you weren't going to work on the chains, you know, you wanted just to glue it on to whatever your pattern is. Just going to make one knot here just to make sure. Then you can just work inside where the loops here of the leaves are, where we did all the chains there. Okay. So I'm going to make a knot right here, and I should be good to go if I can pull all my threads through it. I have a bad habit of using this very tiny hook. I like it because, you know, it's much easier for me to pull things through. But on the other hand, it's not good because it's way much thinner than my threads, and so it takes all the other threads apart. Okay, so I thought I had recorded when I did the other one, and I didn't, but which was fine, because I think that for some of you that might have a hard time to add your purl on here, what you can do is you can cut a bit of string, put your purl through, and then hook them like that on both sides, and then tie it in the back. Okay, so I want to thank every single one of you. Please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important to help out the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free. That's, you know, the only thing as creators ask of you to do is a thumbs up or your comments, and definitely subscribe. Hit that bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. This is how we keep going. It's the only way to keep going. And thank you to all of you that have been with me and are still supporting me, and for your donations, for your tips. Thank you so much, and also for your requests. I will see you in the next tutorial. I will have, once I finish my pattern up, I'll post that up on community so you can see how it looks like. And if you haven't seen the pattern yet, I'll leave the link below. It might interest you to create that pattern. The only difference is this is different flower than the one that I've used on the other one. Okay? So I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. Till next time. Much hugs.